Welcome back, everyone. I am streaming tonight with what some may be some may consider a very surprising list. One that features 0 cubs and the full playset of Webstrike Elite. Now, I know the average Legacy player probably has never even heard of this card, but I think it does a lot for what the deck wants, which is answer. It's a playable main deck card that answers a lot of opposing sideboard card hate, such as Grafdigger's Cage. It's a blowout against things like Urza Saga. Good against Chalice of the Void. Good against any stray petals or Lion's Eye Diamond, any stray mana. Good against random things like Frustrated Dreadnought. So I think I like the utility it provides, and I was starting to get the feeling that Psycub Cat was a little bit win more alongside Wild Reliquary, because if you have a Wild Reliquary untapped, it's probably over already anyways. Now, it's good with Reclaimer, but without Reclaimer, I found it kind of, it was just like a Tamagotchi, right? I guess Hooting Mantras is a better comparison because it's often 2 mana 4/4 trample. I think we can do better than that. Namely, the floor on this card is pretty high. 2 mana 3/3 reach. Reach helping against like the Merit Lage matchups, things like that. I think the weakest card in this deck is the Wasteland, but I don't want to give up on it yet. I'll try in the sideboard. I was tempted to play the Crop Rotation sideboard and play the full set of Webstrike main, but the rotation might give a little bit extra speed game 1, so we'll just give it a shot and see how it goes. For those of you who are curious, here are my socials. Flossed. 3 lands, 1 hate bear. It's reasonable, yes. I think they're all mono black probably, but this player is typically on like those kind of decks. Like I said, I did not plan on streaming tonight, but put the baby down a little bit early and figured why not. I think we can thin first and then see what we hit. Let's go with that. Very annoying to be in the draw against this kind of deck. I mean, this kind of card. But it is what it is. Anybody have any questions for me? Sure. So the question here is like, if I tap out for white, there's no other way to like fog the Bargoyf. We have to take, 1 hit maybe. I guess we can just do this, and then, well, if I leave Reclaimer up, then I can protect. Yeah, let's do that. pass. And then I can just fog the Bargoy for a turn. Hey Mark, how's it going? I don't know if they have main deck removal for white, we'll see. Maybe they do. I think we just fog it for now. Or maybe we can just like take a hit. Maybe that's okay. What? Actually, they're a creature strategy. Maybe I don't want to do that. Yeah, let's fog and see what they do. That might be wrong. Oh, okay. We untap with white, so that's pretty good already. All right. I think it's hard without Guy's Cradle, but it's possible. I do. Yeah, I think it's hard, like I said, without Guy's Cradle. So we can't do anything about the Voidwalker, but we can fog the Bargoyf. I think we get the lair here. What are we pitching here? I don't think we pitch anything. Let's do that. Interesting. I think here the Reclaimer can pitch and bog them. And we still have Why the Reliquary up. I messed up too. I like exposed myself right here. Maybe I just trade with the Bargoyf and that's okay. Let's see what's died so far. That's fine. I don't think I want to blow up the collective. Yeah, see, I messed up by not holding up the crowd rotation, but I got sloppy there. Like I think I should have just like used a crop rotation and not and held up the reclaimer, so I can pitch the reclaimer to the white. Sure, they probably get a white here. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna regret it now. What about it? Albero 84. I think it's fine. I don't think it's as good as our deck, but I guess we just take it. Actually, let's pitch this and protect the collector oof. Actually, oh, that's a waste because they can just cycle the bauble now. Oh, they messed up. They didn't. They lost priority. I threw this matchup. I should not have pitched my white. I think I win this game easily. But can we just not? Yeah, I threw this game. I should have won easily, and then I'm just not playing well because I don't play well in the first game of the match. Not usually. Actually, it's okay. We care more about the practice, anyways, as I always like to say. We're just drawing nothing but blanks. I just cannot focus when I try to interact with Twitch chat too. Bargoy. Yeah, we're just gonna lose our whole board here. There's no point. We're just making a mental note. We should have won this game. I don't like the thought seasons. It was like dead all game. We should be fine post board. I don't think their deck is like. The problem is they're gonna board into like quad opposition agent, and we dropped the game we shouldn't have. But this is why I don't like streaming too. I just don't focus very well. I'm like most susceptible at the first match of the night. Because I just don't slow down when I should. But like I said, if I don't trade there and lose, okay, it seems like a telegraphed, potentially telegraphed opposition agent, but we'll see. See. Nope, they don't have it. It's probably Fatal Push targeting our white. In which case, maybe we should have just led with Endurance. Yeah, that was a mistake on our part. We tested for opposition agent, and then we should have played the Endurance and then just like waste their mana. So another misplay by me. Like the minute we know it's not opposition agent, we should have. Ooh, okay. I don't think they're gonna walk their Nethercore into our deck, are they? Shaman, sure. Is there any reason to do it here? Let me think. Maybe they'll attack if I float it. Oh. They walked into it anyways. How hilarious. Our opponent's not playing very well either. Interesting. Alright. Guess they got us there. I'll just pass, I guess. See, this is the problem, right? Like, I gave up a game for no reason. Now, I have to win 2 sideboard games against a deck with, like, insane hate against us. Really? Jesus. Yeah. Just curving out threats, I guess, and disruption. How many turns can they curve in a row. I think we just let that go. Jesus. Yep, my fault. See, like I threw a game and then now like they're usually they put like insane hate against us. So I don't know if they play Bowmasters like. All right, nothing you can do about that. I'm like so mad at myself. Like I threw game one for no reason, but that's okay. I can never play well game one or match one, and then we got punished immediately with the god hand from our opponent. Games two. I think the thing is like it's okay to because I'm sure our opponent game one will spread the word that the matchup's good for them, and then when the matches actually count, they will underestimate us. So that's nice, I guess. I don't want to play against this person. I don't think they play anything like meta usually. We might regret going bio here with basic island first, but we'll see. Ancient tomb. Alright. Mono black. I mean, they have like insane cyber hate against us, so it is what it is. Those decks like to play like quad opposition agent, like quad or 3 to 4 snuff outs in the cyber. It's just it's gonna be hard to win 2 games, but alright, we're just dead. Well, we'll make them do it. So that. Alright, this wasteland is looking real bad here. Almost want third force of vigor for this kind of matchup. Don't think I want collector. Oof. I think I can board out 1 Talon Gates. Do I want more Webstrike? I think given that I mean, they're on cage. The problem is do I want to keep in Webstrike just because of cage? Probably not, unless I have nothing else. Safekeeper's bad. Needle with no Wasteland, probably okay, I guess. None of this other stuff is like good. I guess maybe a collective. I think we can board out 1 force, keeping another the full set of Webstrike. Sure. I'm just like kicking myself, like I said, for losing, throwing away like a wand game for no reason. Hey Roosley, how's it going? Yeah, it's going alright. I threw away a win for no reason last round. Sure. Bye. Yep, I guess that's accurate. On the plus side, I know I would have won at least game 1. Post war, I mean, we got slaughtered game 2, but who knows what would have happened game 3. On the bright side, I know I would have won. On the flip side, it's bad for the stream, right? We lose. My socials again. All right. 6 cards. My microphone is hissing. I think I know why that might be the case. How's it now, Edric HWM? What in the world? They can not cast. I think I just take the Cunning Wish here. Because Dream Halls and whatever does the same thing. Anyway, I think we just pass. Just like leave this up, I guess. It is a. I don't remember. It's so long ago. I'm like very not tech savvy, so you're just gonna have to bear with me on this. All right. What are we doing here? I don't think a white does anything here. Maybe I just go Cradle into. Let's actually just do this. Cradle into Reclaimer Hierarch. Disruptor. Why did they cast on natural order earlier? How funny. That is really funny. That's the card you lose to, right? Or Force of Vigor, I guess, to an extent. They're just dead now. They can't actually they can cast a Dream Halls, I guess. Sure. So, all right. I think we don't care about this. Oops. So we're gonna dig for discard. Okay. How much damage is this? We attack here, it'd be 10. I'll just pass. Okay. When was the last time you played? Oh, it's been a long time. I think now I just hit the Omniscience while I can. This game. Okay, we take 15, that's okay. It's time for a throwback. The problem is not competitive, right? It's just like, you're playing a lot of bad cards. Unfortunately, power creep has just been through the roof, so I kind of want to, but I don't think the collector is doing anything. Maybe want another Gates. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What do we even want here? Like, maybe the safekeeper just as a 1-drop? Don't veil me, bro. Alright, so maybe we'll win this. I don't know. It's got the sour taste in my mouth already, losing that first match. When we had the game one, I'm just like, you know, going through the motions, I guess. Alright, here with shields down, I don't want to get veiled later, so I'm going to lead with Seize. We're going to set up a turn 3 Thoughtseize regardless. I mean, sorry, turn 3 Natural Order regardless. Force of Will, wipe away Omniscience. I guess we just take the omniscience. And the reason being is because we have 2 natural, so they force one. I don't think we care. I feel like this game's already won. They're a 3-card combo deck, and we just took away one of them, so they're just like sent back to the Stone Age now. It is a blast from the past. That's correct. With some luck here, we'll be able to. Actually, there's no permutation for natural order. Double natural order in there. Stock up maybe. Yep. All right, so that's a little alarming now. It's a little bit alarming now. Ooh, okay. How interesting. I don't think this does any good because we know they're gonna counter it. So let's get rid of this force now. We save the Webstrike to hit in case they hit a cage, right? Really? You getting me? Really? They're missing all. Oh my god. Then they're a 3-card combo, and then they just hit everything, I guess. And after we thought seized the one relevant card, just unreal. Well, not our day, I guess. Not our day. They're literally back to the Stone Age, and then they hit the whole combo. Again, I think that's okay. Maybe we can go for the 05. Probably should have won this. I felt like we got lucky here. What can you do? Again, let's not be results oriented. I think let's be process oriented. I think I was fine. That's not like the best matchup, but again, I think under most circumstances, I felt favored to win there after the turn 1 thought season. They had like nothing left, right? Like they top deck a stock up, and then the stock up hit 2 more relevant cards. Like it is what it is. So you just have to live with that sometimes. I think the real takeaway is this wasteland is looking real suspect to me, and actually, I'm not sure it would matter that game 3, but I feel like I would want another Force of Vigor, just like for the Movement Stompy matchup. Just like hits Necro Dominance too. New Brack. I can't keep a 4-land hand. No land hand. Might be one of those streams, right? Like, it doesn't seem like it's going well for us tonight. Let's get all of our, it doesn't really work this way, but let's try to get all of our bad variants out of the way. This is the awkward part about Thoughtseize. Like, I feel like we have to do this now. I was going to lead with white, but I feel like this has changed our play now. I play my land to play around Spell Pierce just in case. That seems like that's what they have. There's a part of me that thinks that we should give them the standstill. I just don't want to play around that kind of card. Like, F that. I don't have time for that. I don't want to deal with like those kind of games. Interesting that they would do that. It's annoying. One time they're gonna stand still again. I absolutely hate playing against this card. It's just a dumb card to play against. Game's over. Calling it now. My call shot. The game is over. I wonder if they have Supreme. Let's bash first and see what they do. So they brainstormed and did nothing. I'm gonna see what they do before committing. They have 7 cards in hand before. Like this, I feel like this is the kind of deck that has Supreme Verdict. I feel like this is the kind of deck that has Supreme Verdict. Do we care about the dumb dragon? Like, maybe even not. Yeah, let's let them get the dumb dragon in play. I don't think we care. I don't want to pitch to Bayou, is my logic. Love it. Love it. Now I think it's game. If they're doing that, they don't have a sweeper. I'm just gonna flood the board now. Or not. Yeah, it's game. Silly standstill deck. Alright, ooh, Webstrike Elite actually handles the standstill, which is like a really interesting interaction. That didn't even cross my mind. That's a really interesting interaction that didn't even cross my mind right now. Like, I think we want maybe Wasteland? I don't know. Instead of Bog. Bog seems kind of loose against them. It hits their dragon, but like, so what? I think this is it. There's nothing, well, not nothing, but one of the great pleasures in life, farming these 100x. I wonder why they insta brainstorm. This scares me. There's a terminus coming. Or not. Standstill. Okay. These shenanigans again. Actually, I messed up. I have the Webstrike in here. I should just play the land and pass. But I guess the tempo is what I care about, right? Do I want the tempo? Okay. How? Maybe that's an interaction I need to consider. I played that too quickly. We'll just pass here and kill the standstill later. Yeah, I definitely screwed up. I should not give my opponent 3 cards. There's no need. Oh, that's a hell of a card. It might be over. I think I take the Force, cast the Safekeeper. They can Blood Moon all they want to me. This is such a greedy deck. Oh my god. The basic Blood Moon Pyroclasm deck. Uh, what are we doing here? No, I just pass it, I guess. We just need to dodge the red source. That's fine. I don't think I care. They're gonna stock up here. Sure, that's fine. I'm expecting a pyroclasm to come here. Sure. I think did they play their land drop yet? Yes they did. So I'm gonna save the safekeeper. And they just like kill nothing, I guess. I think that's game. Yep. Alright, that was easy work. I'm gonna use the restroom. That was definitely one of the more satisfying wins that we had. Getting to straight up clean up the standstill was nice. I think I'm pretty sold on the web strikes. One of the ways to attack our deck, because people know we don't have, they presume we don't have disenchant is. Also, I just love punishing greedy mana bases. The 4-color standstill deck. But anyways, one way to attack us typically is these artifact enchantments, because we're typically boarding in discard, which it's like okay but bad top deck. But boarded removal, right? And that doesn't. Our removal only answers creatures. So I think I'm pretty happy about. I think I'm pretty sold at this card. It's just whether do I want 4 main or have the crop main. I think I kind of like the crop main because it's a different angle of attack. I think so too. Like the Cub's cool and all, but like it's at the end of the day, it's just it needs an enabler, and also not to mention the sequencing around days is just is not something I enjoy. Like it's like lose lose, right? Like if you play around it, you lose a counter. If you don't play around it, then you get blown out. Like it's not a play pattern I like. Here's a list again for anybody curious. I think I hate this card, Wasteland. I think it is for very specific matchups, namely Merit Lage. It would be good against there, but we already have 4 now. Webstrike, like we're just gonna fog them for days if need be. What else is good against? Sometimes you can like steal a win against like oops all spells. You just need to buy a turn or so. I think I'm okay just like living with scenarios where I draw the 1 crop rotation or whatever, right? You think Keen Eyes work if we are GG 3/3s? Good question. What would you play it over crop rotation? The only thing is like very mana intensive, right? And I'm not sure I like want. I subscribe to Motz's deck building philosophy, which is something he taught me. Is I only want to play cards that solve very specific problems, unless it's just too good not to play. For instance, too good not to get is a Wild Reliquary, right? It's just maybe the best creature in Legacy. Top 3 for sure. I think this is a mulligan. Well, maybe not. I don't. Okay, let's just keep it. I don't really want to keep this hand, to be honest, but if we untap with the Reclaimer, it cleans up the other 2 lands. Hey, Oblivions, how's it going? I think I want to do that. It is, but at least like if I untap with Reclaimer, it does something. This casts off Green Sun too. Ew. Okay. Really? I'm mad at myself now. Because I would be able to. That misplay is going to cost me the game now. And here's why. Like, I could have shut off Mox Diamond, and now I can't. Not to mention, I could have got a Wild Reliquary, and now I can't. It's just pretty all around bad. Maybe it's okay. Alright, if they have the crop rotation, there's nothing we can do. It is what it is. Hopefully not. Ooh, wow. Thank goodness. I think. Okay, they just cost themselves the game by not making a thing. I don't know. Maybe the unhinged list that plays swords main, but I don't think so. We might have stolen this game. So keep in mind, there's asterisks both ways, right? Before the oh my god, tell me there's a blow up everything. Actually, if they do, I don't think it's the end of the world. Maybe they save it for the collective. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they could blow up everything they want with the blast zone right now. Never mind. They still have enough. Wow. Jesus. Unreal. We even answered their mock diamond and just like wow, okay. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Alright, whatever. I guess if we're gonna play it, now would be the time to play the Wasteland. We bought in the last Webstrike Elite. We bought in the Needle and Saga package as well. What comes out though is the question. Safekeeper definitely. You can fog them for days with Talon Gates. Saga, that's fine. Oh, Caesars come out. I actually don't think we need endurance. Like, am I scared of their graveyard stuff? Maybe not. Oof is like okay. I feel like probably not. Yeah, I don't think we can keep this. Again, I'm not loving the wasteland. I feel like it should just be another Force of Vigor. It's possible also Force of Vigor is not necessary, given that we have Webstrike. Like 4 of them. Maybe we just don't need to bring it in. That smells like Flusterstorm or Consign. I don't think Consigning is us though. That would just make no sense. I think we just flood the board here. Just F6. It almost smells like Flusterstorm on their side, or Spell Pierce. One of those two things. There's F6. I think the thing is like against Moonstompy, a lot of it is just like how many reps you have, and my thing is like don't walk into fear if you don't need to. That's and it sounds easier. It sounds easy, but like, and I guess know when to commit and when not to. I feel like they're gonna blast zone us or something, but whatever. I'm just gonna commit to the board. No fear here. In that matchup too, like play in a way that like to threat natural order anytime too. That's the other thing I guess about that matchup. Force of Vigor is good, but it's like kind of situational. Sure. I don't know. I think the matchup's okay personally. So like, the problem is like some of these matchups, like the lands when it comes to mind, it's hard for me to describe what to do. You missed. Okay. Long story short, I just like know when to play around Fury is my recommendation, and always threaten that you have 4 mana for natural order. Yeah, Invigorate's not bad. So library, sure. Also, for instance, on turn 2, I don't think you need to play like white plus a dork. So maybe white is like good enough. That should draw out the Fury, and then the following turn you can play like a dork or something. It's hard for me to explain. Like, you have to be patient, in my opinion. Like, assume they have Fury and play accordingly. It would be my guess. Unless you like. Also, there are some board states where it will be obvious because they're like very trigger happy. If you play 2 creatures and they don't Fury, assume they don't have it. There's no way they have that kind of discipline to hold it for another turn when they could just die to Wild the Reliquary. What are we doing here? Do we want to play a land out? Probably not, actually. Just like threaten, we have some flash dude in our hand. Maze, alright, that's pretty good, I guess, against us. Crucible. Do we care? I feel like no. They can play their silly Wimpslip Heath if they want. Um, I think we just bog them here and call it a day. Sure. I don't think we get. Maybe we do. We do get Saga here. I, ironically enough, Wasteland here on the Maze is like kind of funny. Yeah, I guess we get this. Well, that's annoying actually. Yeah, let's get the Saga. And then we're trying to needle their like stage. Oh, here's a cool trick. I just remember something. They're gonna maze us, and we're gonna extra activation out of this. Build your own Knight of the Reliquary maze trick, right? Their mazes are not free. Wasteland. I'd probably wasteland my saga. I have. Alright, they're just dead, I guess. They just walked into that one. What are we doing here? I guess we get the lair. Sure. Oh, I forgot they have a. Oh, that silly thing out. Sure. We don't have any more graveyard hate for their crucible. That's annoying. Sure. Ironically enough, the wasteland here is like irrelevant. I don't like love wasteland typically, but it's kind of funny here. You know, waste their maze. Yeah. Under normal circumstances, I think I would just I'm gonna cut it actually. It just happens to be good here. I think I would want anyways for what it's worth. Alright, do I have 5 binders of cards full of options for this deck? No, not really. I mean, it depends how you want me to answer that question. Like, realistically speaking, there's like always like 2 cards that I am not playing that I would consider, but for the most part, I know how I want to build a deck, and like, I don't see myself. For instance, in theory, I could play 4 Leyline of the Void. I know in practice, I'm not actually going to ever do that. If that makes sense. Another one is like, yes, in theory, I could play Mindbreak Trap. In actuality, I'm probably not. Alright, what do we want here? I think that was reasonable how we boarded. Wasteland being good here is like kind of funny. I'm always tormented by when this happens, where a card I'm gonna cut ends up being okay, right? Like, sure. Okay. One game I played for years. Yeah, I know how you feel. Their greedy mana base might just fold it. We'll see. I messed up. I should have played the fetch, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna hit the exploration right now. Yeah, I was trying to go for that kill right now, like. I messed up right now. I should have waited for my opponent. I don't think they would have changed their line, but I should have waited for my opponent to loam first before hitting the exploration. So that was a small misplay. I think we're in it for the long game now. So I'm going to name Thespian Stage here. And then I am going to try to trust that Water the Reliquary is just going to go the distance. Sure. So Maze is on the board. We board in the Singleton Endurance? We did not. What do I want to do here? Almost feels like I just want double white, maybe? The funny thing is, like, Wasteland on the Maze is, like, pretty good. But actually, I should have done that after the fact. Another bad play by me. Actually, another bad. I should play the Arbor here. At least I get to do that, I guess. No harm, no foul, I guess. If they loam here, like, do I care? I feel like I don't. Sure. Between a Wasteland and a Saga, maybe I care about that. They can only play one land per turn, though, so that's the thing. Do I care? They already played their one land, right? Or not yet? Activates life on the low, mills silver life. I feel like I hit them here with the bog. Sure, they can loam again, but like I don't want them wastelanding my whatever I do. Any oops to that? No, I haven't played against oops yet. I'm gonna do it again. Do you ever stream other decks? I tried before, but there wasn't much interest. Although okay, for what it's worth, Wasteland makes this matchup a lot easier. Looks like Tabernacle. Okay, I don't think that matters. They can put that in all they want. I don't really care. Sure. What did I do last turn? I just canceled Reclaimer. Maybe I should have activated the lair. I don't know if I have extra mana though. Maybe not. And just like pitch that for a Wasteland. I mean for a Guy's Cradle. Yeah, I don't even need the Wasteland. I just run them over. Yeah, Tabernacle's not good against us personally. It's always a scare play. Like they go for it, they end up losing the long game. To me, their best chance is like trying to high roll a Merit Lage. If they were trying to play any kind of longer game against us, this is typically how it plays out. They're scrambling for answers, and then just the Wire of the Reliquary just like going the distance more or less. We didn't even need the Wasteland there for their maze, so that makes me feel better about cutting it soon. IT. Why does this name? Okay, I guess we're gonna run in our Oops player now. Actually, there was a person in the Discord channel actually that I was asking about the Lance matchup. So I guess I could just ping them. It just feels like this matchup is so easy, right? You just play Wild, they cannot beat that card. Miley. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think we're gonna lose. I think that are oops, but it is what it is. There's the oops player. Yep, we're dead. This is my most hated deck in Legacy, in my opinion. Like, they're abusing a loophole. Like, their deck should not be able to play lands. I would, in the blind, I would Thoughtseize. There's thoughts of the Orgo. Do they have the Dread return? Okay, I'll just concede. I don't want to waste more time. Like, first of all, I've always hated this deck. I mean, win or lose, right? I don't enjoy my games. But like, I understand people like the deck. They can play whatever they want. But like, me personally, I just have never liked playing against it. I don't have any fun. And then, not to mention, they're abusing a loophole now. So it's just even salt on the wounds. Saga, Wasteland, Needle. Hopefully we can just high roll this one Leyline the Void. I know they're gonna have like Belcher potentially. And then Safekeeper can come out. Talon Gates is bad. I think we can cut one Forest. Actually, based on the numbers, we have enough. Yes, it was. It finished second actually at Eternal Weekend with just a significantly worse mana base, but more all in. It's a glitch. Like I can't click on it. It's a glitch, Darth Dog. Like I said, win or lose, I just abhor this matchup. And I actually don't think the matchup is that bad, too, for what it's worth. It's just like I don't have fun. Pedal, Poxwalkers, Spirit Guides, Spy. Take the Spy. They have the turn 1 actually too. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, yeah. Like most games are determined by turn 2. I don't know if anybody saw the joke that Jeff White posted. This is like all the Oops games are determined by turn 2, win or lose, right? I just wonder if we're supposed to stick a white and just pray. They could have Belchers. I better just play it safe. Maybe we just take their land. Yeah, we take their land. Actually, it probably was correct to just play the... Actually, I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe the Force. The Poxwalker is interesting too. They can just like ritual out, and that's kind of annoying. Like all the other stuff's like kind of redundant. This means I can't attack, so I'll just take that, I guess. Okay. That's annoying, actually, now. Well, actually, no, they can't. They can't get back to Poxwalkers. Yeah, I agree, Dark Dog. I think the only thing I was just like thinking maybe they top deck Belcher, but then they go for it anyways, and it just doesn't really matter. So I think I agree. White should be in the call there. Why do I have a draw step stop? It's in case for matches where I need to get Needle a turn earlier. I definitely messed up earlier. I just like overthought it. But this is, ugh. Well, that's awkward. Uh, funny thing is the wasteland here is again relevant. Get the saga. Yeah, we have to like not play the bog. Times like this where I wish I had. Actually, it wouldn't even matter, right? Like the echoing deeps would not even matter. They have all the mana in the world. I think we lost. I think if they have, yeah, I think we're lost. Maybe they have Drew Belcher. They have it. Hey Lorenzo, how's it going? I don't think it really mattered, to be honest. Well, I would have had Saga on a turn earlier, so that would definitely have mattered. If they have Belcher here. If they have... Maybe it's the other thing. The 7 drop. Okay. Yeah, Bog being in hand is very awkward here. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I definitely misplayed, but it didn't hurt me. I would have lost anyways, whatever that's worth. Uh, the other Poxwalkers, they can come back. Okay, we can't do anything. Awakening wasn't in their hand. They top decked it. We took away their spy. And then they had all mana. Like, I don't think there was anything we could have done. We took their Poxwalkers, but like, I don't think it would have mattered. Yeah, we're just dead. All right. That was a quick league. So to recap, we threw game one here against Mono Black when we had the win for no reason, and then we got like slaughtered game two because they had like a million of these Haymaker sideboard cards. We got a little bit unlucky game three against Omnitel. They had no relevant cards in their hand and proceeded to rip off the top, stock up, and kill us the following turn. So that I think that was kind of unlucky. We slaughtered this like standstill player. I forgot what this person was playing, and then we just lost to Oops. I think overall though, like I'm not gonna be results oriented. I'm pretty happy with the deck. I don't think I'm happy with Wasteland in particular. I mentioned that in my Discord already, so shouldn't be any surprise for anybody tuning in here. What did we lose to? I think I'm not going to care about this matchup. Omnitel, I think we got a little bit unlucky. Wouldn't hurt to have another Force of Vigor, though. And then, oops. The problem is, like, that was a weird way the game played out there. Like, maybe would crop rotation have mattered? That's the question, I guess. Some depth deck was oh yeah, lands was my number 4. Yeah, Bali in hand was definitely unlucky. Maybe it's okay if this what's it called? This crop rotation was what is that other card that I mentioned earlier? Somebody what curator. Like maybe that's okay. Actually no, but I want to cut the wasteland, so crop rotation is pretty good though. Yeah, it's too cute though. See, the thing about deeps is it doesn't work with white. Is one of the problems. Maybe we just play another ley line. To be honest. No, I don't think so. Actually, I feel like another third Force of Vigor is higher EV. I'm okay with the crop rotation for what it's worth. It does a lot of like little things. I think there's some time left. Maybe we could just play a few more games. Oops. Ground. Nah, that's too slow. I don't like that kind of. I want my sideboard cards to be like 0 mana pretty much. Yeah, I'm not. Okay, for what it's worth, this game made it a lot easier against Maze of Ith. But maybe we win anyways. I don't know. I don't even have it here. So I would have to like add another one. I think we can just probably cut this. I don't even know what we have. We have a cub. Like I never felt like I wanted another cub. Right? Like it's so much setup. And I was pretty impressed with Webstrike tonight. But yeah, I think I would just cut this maybe for third Force of Vigor, and then have more game against Blood Moon. Here's how I would board against Blood Moon for those of you curious. Oops. I think let's just imagine this is a third Force of Vigor. I think I bring in these two. Oops. Actually, the Needle is probably fine just to hit Bombardiers or Kiki-Jiki. Webstrike's fine, and then we board out 4 cards. Thoughtseizes is pretty weak, so take that out, and then Bog. Actually, I like Snuff Out too. Like, I almost forgot for a second. And then from here, it gets a little tricky, I think. Probably... I don't think we need a second Talon Gates. Because the matchup is, like, if you attack with white, you probably won already. And then I think Reclaimer doesn't do much, so maybe something like this. Anything else here? Let's see, that's 9. There you go, like this. I think it's like that, how I would board. I don't think we want 2 Talon Gates. Like, maybe we want another land, I don't know, but I feel... Like, Reclaimer doesn't do really much in this matchup. So I can even see... And just, like, keeping a land. But that might be loose, I don't know. The green pitch for Force is, like, kind of relevant, too. And we're already cutting down on land here, so maybe that's fine. I don't think this is that good in this matchup. But having a tourable 3/4 might be okay. Two Talons, I don't know how often it came up. Yeah, I'm not sure how much it came up. But I feel like three Cradles is enough. Like, I have it when I need it. Fauna Shaman good to. The problem is then you have to have draw a Fauna Shaman naturally. I don't think so. I think you just max out on Webstrike. Like you just have four. Like you're not gonna lose a cage now. And actually, we got to do the cool play of like Webstrike on standstill, which is like pretty sick. But yeah, I think this is like roughly how I'd board against Moon Stompy. Debatable whether Talons or Reclaimer. Maybe we just want the land, right? Although it doesn't cast anything now that I think about it. So probably this, actually. It only casts Natural Order and Green Sun, I guess. Crop rotation, it would probably just to protect the Wild Reliquary. Okay. Let me think. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to add a Force of Vigor, and then we can just play another league, I guess. I don't feel like I need Wasteland. Maybe. I just don't think it's like the best use of a slot. That's the my only problem. Probably. I just think this does more. Like I'm not saying Cup is like bad per se. I just don't think it addresses anything. Oops. All right. Let me add the third, and then I'll maybe play like another match or two. Be right back. All right, I am back. So Wasteland comes out. I think I want the third copy here. Debatable. Actually, yeah, debatable whether I want crop. I'll just keep it for now, and then the four Webster in the sideboard. Arguable, this should be another Webstrike, but I think I just keep for now. Also, the other thing that's like I'm debating on is like maybe Endurance needs to be main now. Once again. I say that and then watch, it's gonna be like relevant. Actually, let's do that. Maybe we should try the Endurance back in the main. What did we face last round? I don't remember. Yeah, I think we beat like a lands deck. I think that's like not good for whatever. Yeah, okay, let's drop. Let's try endurance main to see how that goes. Maybe it's okay again. It was bad for a minute. Seize is like good always, but it sucks to lose. Okay, we'll try this. Just have more game against. Maybe this is okay because Webstrike covers some of the flaws, I guess, of endurance. Argument to be made, this should be like a 4th Webstrike. The truly unhinged thing would be 1 crop, 1 Thoughtseize, 1 endurance, 1 stuff out. Just like to throw people off. That's the truly unhinged thing to do. Like Cub is good against like Moon Zombie, but so is Webstrike. The other thing about Cub is it can help against like some of these like token blockers, but you should be heavily favored in those matchups anyways. Endurance does have one thing going for it. It's your mana base game 1 is significantly better and easier on fetch play patterns. Great question, Ocean Infinity. The short answer is I have, but only in my head. Like I've tested it like once every few years. Every time I get the itch to try Living Wish, in my head as I'm goldfishing it, it's too slow. I almost want it to be 1 mana, but I don't think that's gonna happen. This is like a green sun, right? Like even better actually. Yeah, that's actually so great. Great comment, answer, key game. That's actually why I thought about it, because we're already at 3 Cradles. The 4th one is kind of free, I guess. And so this person's usually on like Doomsday. I think I'll just keep. It's a generically good hand. I mean, that would be crazy, right? But I mean, I wish. I like. I thought about it, but not really. If that makes sense. We're going to take the endurance against a presumed Doomsday player. I think the other option was like a dork, which we have many of already. Our gamble working off. I think they're on Doomsday. Every time I played against this person, they're on Doomsday. Yeah. Oh, they take the white. Interesting. Would you play Hoof again? No. I think we're very far away from ever playing Hoof again. The problem with Hoof is like all my wins are from attacks, not because I have lethal. Like even before Cub, and now this is like post Cub, right? A lot would have to change for me to play Hoof. I'll put it that way. Like pretty much the meta would have to be all like spell based combo with no removal, something like all High Tide. They're probably gonna be pissed. Took the natural order. Okay. Question here is like, what am I? I think I. This is tough. Is the 3 damage worth it? Probably not. Actually, let's do this. We'll if they thought me sees me a third time, then so be it. No, I think I'm off of it. I think Webstrike is better. Like, it's not as flashy, but I think it wins games. Whereas the other one feels a lot like win more. Why are they playing red and 2 Thoughtseize? What the heck is going on? Alright, we playing the Reclaimers of the board panned out. Um do we play the Bayou? Probably not. Probably not. It's really good against Moonstopping. There's no question about that. But I think that's really the only deck it hoses. My guess is like some kind of Grixis Storm or Grixis Combo. I don't know. Or like Reanimator, maybe. It's hard to say. We didn't see much. The fact that they're on red gives me pause that they're not on Doomsday. And they're on obviously some kind of combo deck because it's just that I mean that's if I were to guess, they're on Grixis Reanimator. But they didn't do anything. Like how is that possible? They still had like 5 cards in hand when they died. So it's got to be combo, right? And they took white and they cared about endurance. Like I'm gonna put them on Reanimator because that's what I think they're on. How would I board against Reanimator? This is probably fine. If they are. I don't think I want more Webstrike against Reanimator. We'll find out, I guess. I believe they are on Reanimator. They're slashing red. Like, and... Huh. Interesting. We'll see if our decision pays off here. they shuffle. I think they are on reanimator, and they're like hosed by this ley line now. The other thing I like about Webstrike that I think, or not, that I dislike about Cub is it makes the sequencing so much worse. Oh my god, they're on Doomsday, I think. Street Reef? That's gotta be Doomsday, right? Here I would normally fetch. I think I just fetch a basic here. Okay, I'm like punished now for doing that. Well, sort of. I should not. Okay, that was a mistake. I should not, because this could happen, right? I could draw the Thoughtseize, and then now I wish I did not fetch the basic here. Force of negation, force of negation, dark ritual, Thoughtseize oracle. Interesting. Dude, what the hell is going on? Why do they have a Volk in their deck? What is going on? They brainstormed. I feel like we just take the edge of autumn here. The ritual may not. Maybe it does matter. No, that's not true. If they had the Doomsday, they would have done it already. I don't know what the heck's going on. I do wish I had the Wasteland here now, though. For this exact matchup. You gotta get a threat out. They might not even know what this card does. The ley line actually hurts me now. The ley line actually hurts me now. Yes, it can actually. That's kind of funny. Yeah, let's pass, I guess. Actually, I can hit the pedal. Now that I think about it. Not that it matters. Hitting the pedal hits the force of will is the thing. Yeah, I think that's why they did that. I screwed up. I should have done that earlier. But that's okay. They can float the mana. This should draw force. No, we're one match into the second league now. I don't know why they have Volk. That's like still trying to figure that out. I think we're gonna flood board next turn. I think the game is over. But what's the red for though? I still don't know what the red is for. Like that part doesn't make sense to me. We lost to Oops in the previous game, the match. Sure. That's fine with us. This ley line actively hurting me. And there's an argument to be made. I'm supposed to hard cast the endurance already. Yeah. That was a very strange matchup. The reason being is because the ley line's shutting off our endurance. And we want to play around force. I don't think it would have mattered, to be honest. Like, they're very low life already. But it could, like, if it had the exact right sequence or something. Alright, I think I mentioned this before. All things equal, I would much prefer to play Endurance main than Thoughtseize main. And there's two reasons. One, I already mentioned, the mana's better. Like, you only really need to fetch black for white. And two is a creature. Like, and being a creature in our deck is worth a lot. Shoot. I wish this is a matchup I wish I had Thoughtseize. Our opponent plays the Wheels deck. 4 lands. It's pretty much all in on Collector. Oof. They go pass. This is not great either. Ironically enough, I think this is the call. I think I want the other to collect Once Upon a Time to find something. I almost want to concede it. This matchup is like unwinnable. We're pretty much all in on collective. Maybe we should have kept the opening 7 like this because the opponent only plays one deck. We might just be dead here. What in the world is going on? Well, that makes me feel better about this keep. I don't know why. They're on Tundra. Never mind. No, they always play this kind of like try to mind twist you kind of game. We're gonna get mind twist here. I needed to hit a dork and I didn't do so. Oh, what can you do? I think we can prevent them from drawing. So there's that. Actually, that was a mistake by me. I should have attacked with Reclaimer. They could play the other Reclaimer. This matchup is a nightmare, though. Especially given that we just changed our configuration. What is going on? Yep, there it is. They're just using that, I guess, as a pseudo Allosaurus Shepherd. This might be the last match for tonight. I don't think I'm winning this. Why would you play Yori on your combo deck? Sure. 8. I think I'm supposed to just tap out, actually. This forces a block. I messed up. I should have left. I keep messing up. I should have left Reclaimer up so I can Talon Gates in case they flash in a Hull Breacher and then have the same combo at the same turn again. Not that it matters, but... No, then I can flash out the victory and then have lethal, right? I don't even know what Mobilize does. Just F6. Huh. So, yeah, like I said, if I had kept up the mana, I could have phased them out. Actually, do I have just game? This would be 9. Phasing out 11. That's 8 again. 9, 10. I'm short. No, I have now I have lethal. Wow. Okay, I did not. Pitch cast for mana. Yeah, that was a reasonable line. It loses to force, but maybe that's okay. Like, I guess whatever loses to force too. So I think your line was better. Answer key game. We just got lucky to hit the cradle there. All right, endurance. Let's get this out of here. Seas. I think Webstrike is probably really good. Snuff out is probably decent. They have like Hull Breachers and whatnot. It's like our deck is like kind of bad against them. Like we don't have much. Knight feels very loose against them. Talon Gates is actually not supposed to be good, but it was good there. Do we want Saga and Needle? I feel like probably not. Yeah, I think Reclaimer can come out. I don't think Reclaimer really does anything. It was good. It was like randomly okay there, but in general, I don't think it really does anything. Oh, we want Force of Vigor. What am I? Although they have creatures, so it's like really weird. Maybe this is overboarding, I don't know. Our 2-drop spot is like crowded. Sure. I think we want to do this now. So we can have ramp. Interesting. Okay. Maybe. All right. Here goes nothing. No hesitation. Snuff out. Land. Probably maybe the Webstrike and the Thoughtseize. Maybe I was supposed to hit the pedal there. It's hard to say. Wow, okay. I got lucky. That's a misplay, I think, on my behalf. I think I'm supposed to hit the pedal and just like limit the routes. But better lucky than good. I'm gonna use a restroom. This matchup actually makes me glad I have the third Force of Vigor for safety. Let me get more water. Riddle 0423. 4 lands. Cannot keep. I pretty much auto move if it's 4 lands. Here are my socials again. I think the best way to learn this deck is probably watching the videos first and then probably just getting reps in, learning the play patterns. I don't feel good about the start now. We should just keep that other hand. It's gotta be the safekeeper thing now. Do not feel good about this. It's possible I'm supposed to mull the it's possible I'm supposed to mull the 6 as well, but that might draw a force. I don't think they can allow this to resolve. Yeah, I don't think they can allow that to resolve. Especially since we're flooded. Like, I think we probably save this game if Safekeeper sticks there. Their deck is like a bunch of removal plus Beanstalks. It's, yeah. I think we're probably losing now. Why am I playing against this deck? I think the game might already be out of reach. Like, we're flooding out and don't have any pressure. In the interest of time, I'm like debating whether to concede here. The crop rotation might just be better as a second safekeeper. Yeah, because sometimes this happens, right? Like, your first safekeeper like gets answered, and suddenly you don't. Suddenly you don't have a backup you can tutor for. So that's something to keep in mind. We better not. Like, who the heck knows what they could have? I don't think we're winning this game because we needed to stick a white like earlier, or Safekeeper earlier. That's brutal. That is brutal. We did use this crowd rotation to like. We did use a crowd rotation earlier to against Doomsday for the lair, but I think that's like fringe. I think it's high likelihood the crowd rotation should just be another Safekeeper. Probably should have fetched it in Bayou because I think there's a decent chance they have Wasteland, and it couldn't matter. But we're probably just dead regardless. We are probably just dead regardless. Again, we'll play until we lose a match, but I actually thought that was going to be last round, but somehow we beat a matchup that's not supposed to be easy. Pains me when these greedy mana bases get away with it. It's like the Jesse Pinkman Breaking Bad meme, right? They can't keep getting away with this. Pains. It's the 5-color greed. And I cannot punish it. Oh my god. This is actually a funny interaction that I did not think of. We're so far behind. I'm not even sure I want my opponent to know, if that makes sense. that's pretty good, Warmock. I'm like debating whether to just even show them this. I guess we just play it. We're not gonna. Cycling is kind of bad. They kill our thing. I guess technically they could whiff on force. I mean, I guess it's possible. Or they can do that, I guess. Okay. I think this stream was very productive. I think we probably want the second Safekeeper over the crowd rotation. Because crowd rotation is probably going to get Guy's Cradle most of the time. Well, actually, that's not necessarily even true. Like, I think crowd rotation, in the context of our deck, is against combo may get Guy's Cradle every once in a while, but the way I see games playing out, it's probably a protection spell. And if it's a protection spell, I'd just rather get Safekeeper, I think. Crop waste is good. The problem is, like, I don't think waste is that good, so I just like cut it already. Like, I'm not sure if you saw the list. All right, we're just dead now. We're 4 for Aer Lingus. All right, that was the last thing. All right, let's not waste any more time. All right, I think I like C's. Webstrike is like awkward against their Yeah, I just don't think Waze is that good in this deck personally. It like helped win a game earlier against Maze. I feel like we just probably win that game anyways. Let's take out the endurances. They don't do anything. I think without Crop, and if we're playing Sylvan Safekeeper, the Force of Vigor probably needs to be a ley line. Just saying. Mo. Sure. Keep. I don't think the versatility is like might be overrated though. I did have one cool game like where somebody pierced and I crawled for Grass Cradle and then paid for it. That was kind of cool, I guess. Just in case they pierce, I can pay. Uh, this is pretty annoying. So if I take the beanstalk here, I can kill the other beanstalk, and then they have leyline binding. Like, but without, but if I kill the draw engine, like I'm not sure it matters. It can be. I did win a game on stream last week because of it. Oh, I wish I had not played the land now. That's awkward. I feel like we take their beanstalk and then we like kill their thing later. I messed up. I should have played the ball. I should not have played. Well, I guess I was playing around Spell Pierce. Like this was the fear, right? Like suddenly I need to kill their beanstalk, and then I like wasted a mana because the ball is gonna enter tap now. Sure. Oh my god, this is like ultimate punish. Well, I guess they have like leyline binding for it anyways. But I could have been mana efficient and just like Queen Sun. Well, that's not true. So yeah, maybe it doesn't matter because they have force. That's the other thing, right? Modern amulet stream, maybe. They have a third one? Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Well, now I'm in trouble. Because they're going to get value off their force now. And they have the ley line binding. Oh my god, this is a disaster. Man. If I do it for 2, maybe they'll let it go. 3, 4. Technically, I can do it for 7. Maybe I should have done it for 1. Maybe they let it go. They probably know it's safekeeper, so they probably force it anyways. I think we lost now. Like, God. We need to not flood out. Put force on top, yeah. I think we're just dead now. I don't know. They got 3 beanstalks. What are we supposed to do? Like, we took the first 2. And, like, their hand was redundant enough where we couldn't... Yeah, oh, man. That's quite unfortunate. Yeah, if I remember correctly, they had double beanstalk, force, and ley line binding. So force and ley line binding is like removal, and then they had 2 beanstalks. So like, I feel like it was correct for our play was correct, and we just like tried to grind them out, and they just like drew a third one. I'm not sure anything we could have done there. Alternatively, the other line would have been like take their ley line binding. But then they have like a draw engine, so they'll just aggressively force our creature. Like, I felt like we took the right line, given that we had the answer for the second beanstalk, so they can only fight us on one axis instead of both. It's just they drew the third one, which it is what it is, right? I think Legacy is about forcing your opponent's deck to only fight on one axis, because usually the good decks can fight on multiple axes. Unfortunately, like I said, they were able to draw the third one. There's nothing we can do. Yeah, we can't beat this. We can, if they all have removal but no card advantage, I think we can grind them out. But now they have both, right? Maybe answer this as well, sure. A very interesting choice. If we concede now, we can play another one. Which would stream like me to play another one after this. We're pretty behind already in this game. I don't know how many more turns we really have. We're gonna attack first. Nope, not gonna happen, I guess. Pretty bummer, but it's okay. 4 cards in it. Yeah, we really could not afford them to draw the third beanstalk after we've answered the first 2. I do like how the Webstrike has been playing out, though, for what it's worth. The ability to grind out their beanstalk and alright, we're just dead. I don't see how we're winning this game. Let's start the next one early. Oops, doesn't let us draw. I wish they would have seen the next few draws. I don't think we're winning that game for like our opponent needs to like totally screw up, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think the change I would make right now is playing another safekeeper with a crop, and then probably we can get away with another Leyline of the Void over the third Force of Vigor. I kind of like that, I think. So, yeah. Four lands. Can't do that. Jeez. The irony is, if this is Safekeeper, I can keep this hand. So that's another reason for the Safekeeper over the crop, right? I would have been able to keep the 6 if the crop was Safekeeper. Because I can go turn 1 Safekeeper, turn 2 white, and that's still pretty decent. Just F6. They bobbled, so they're probably Delver. Bolt or thing, sure. Oops. That was a misplay by me. I should have played the foothills that they saw. Oh, they target themselves, never mind. Jeez, okay. I feel like a Murktide Regent's coming. But can't really afford to play around that. If they Murktide here, then the Endurance is useless. If they Murktide here, well, I feel like we want a Mana Dork here just in case to cast the Endurance. Jesus Christ. in the world is going on? I think it's a Murktide region. Shoot. We're a turn late. Great. And they're going to set up for a second one. That's why they kept the thing in the yard. They're going to fetch here and place another Murktide. And then in response, cut them off. It's going to grow this Murktide, but it is what it is. They have a 6/6. But then I think we just time walk them though. My guess was correct. We did time walk them. Go to 5, sure. That's actually a very interesting draw that we just got. We could phase out that Murktide region, and then depending what they do here. They're dead if they tap out. Yep, they're dead. Even better. I knew that I was looking at their lands. I was like, "There's a good chance they're gonna tap out this for the second Murktide that was stranded in their hand." I was like, "They're dead if they do that." All right. My opponent just said master of top decks. I let them know that I had them dead anyways. I didn't need to draw the talent gates. I could. But yeah, this probably should be a safekeeper. Hey Dukes, how's it going? Thank you, I appreciate it. All right, we mulligan again. All right, this is better. Keep. I think we put that away. Thank you, I appreciate that, Dukes. Means a lot coming from you. Too bad we drew the second once. Oops, what is going on? Probably Cradle. Alright, a general rule of thumb is not to waste mana. So here I'm just gonna run the white into daze, because I might be able to get lucky here. If they try to bolt the white, I'm gonna pitch endurance in response. Not trading. Sure, for sure. Definitely agree. Sometimes they can try to get you though, Dukes, for what it's worth. We're gonna let this resolve and then kill their DRC in combat with the Reclaimer. Now they're forced to attack, right? Sure, they want to trade 2 for 1. I think we're pretty ahead here. Just in case they have Wasteland, I think we get the Safekeeper. Oh, for sure, yeah. Especially if we hit a land too. This person plays so aggressively, but I get that's how you beat Cradle, in my opinion. Hmm. This is kind of neat. It's a forced block. If they don't block, they lose. I'm gonna flicker this out. I think it's game. Save ourselves 3 damage. Same thing here. It's a forced block. Actually, it's just straight up game. I'm gonna do this. Get this out of here. It's just straight up game. They're drawing a bunch of cards. I think they're salty about losing. Very cool if you were one shot being able to attack Exalted and sack creature. Yeah, second talent gates look pretty good here. Like just to like win the race. And we don't need 4 Cradles, I think, in this deck. I think 3 is fine. Yeah, for sure, Dukes. Yeah, it was really nice forcing the Delver block there, and they had probably the best hand they could possibly have against us. It's already midnight here, and we already have a loss. I think I'm just gonna finish this other match some other time. Um, I think I was overall very happy with. Uh, hey, Day in. I don't know if that was you or not, but yeah, I think pretty happy with this list. Probably the rotation should be another safekeeper. The third, fourth should probably be another ley line. I think that call it a day. I pretty much rebuilt the deck for the ground up and without realizing it. And yeah, I know for sure answer key game. Like I think we probably oops, it's not even there. We want another ley line there. I think this should be another safekeeper. And then probably that this should be another ley line, I think. And then the rest felt very good. Like low to the curve, you have your hate pieces already here. I think I like this better than Cub personally. I know Cub is flashier. I think this wins more games. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. Anybody else have any questions? Here are my socials. That's probably what I would be rolling out next. I think we actually the thing is like, do you want endurance made or Thoughtseize made? I think it's close. I think however you want to do it, it's fine. I ideally, like I mentioned, endurance main means like you have better mana and creatures are just better in general in this kind of deck. But it's probably at its all-time low in terms of efficiency, but it is still good against Oops, and that's arguably the best deck in the format. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out. We went through almost like 2 full leagues. Not gonna do the last match. I'm pretty tired and just gonna have some discipline here. It's already midnight. All right, thank you for everybody for hanging out. Again, I posted my socials earlier, and let's go ahead and raid. Who are you rating here? I don't know who Salty Ninja is, but they are playing Magic. Actually, let's rate the Will Hall. And then thank you again for hanging out.